This is our knowledge-based system project presentation from Group 23. Our project title is Smartphone Purchase Recommendation System. To begin with, let's look at the current state of the market. Today, the consumer electronics industry is flooded with hundreds of different smartphone models. For the average user, trying to understand the differences between varying RAM sizes, storage capacities, and processor types is incredibly difficult. Since smartphones are now essential tools for daily life, whether for high-end photography or intense gaming, the sheer variety of hardware can be overwhelming. Our system solves this by acting as an expert consultant. By leveraging the LIEW programming language, we provide a logical, data-driven recommendation that helps users make informed decisions without needing to be tech experts themselves. So, why is this system necessary? There are four main issues consumers face. The first one is consumer face choice paralysis due to the large number of smartphone models. And the second is each device has different hardware combination and performance capabilities. Third is comparing specifications to find the best value is complex and time consuming. And the last one is human sales recommendations may be biased or commission driven. To address these problems, we established three primary objectives for our system. First, we wanted to develop a system that could accurately capture what a user wants, such as their preferred brand, budget, and primary usage. Second, we implemented a multi-criteria scoring algorithm to objectively rank 24 different smartphone models based on technical facts. Finally, our goal was to provide an interface that takes all those complex technical specifications and translate them into one simple, clear recommendation.
Hi, Nancy. Now I'm gonna present about the data collection and facts. Firstly is the data sources. Information was gathered from official manufacturer specification like Apple, Samsung, Xiaomi, etc. and reputable teach review platforms. Secondly is the knowledge base. In our system, we include 24 smartphone models categorized from entry level to flagship segments. Thirdly is the fact categorization. Processors are ranked from entry level to premium, and camera systems from basic to professional grade. Next is the methodology. First is the knowledge representation. Smartphone data was gathered from official manufacturer specification to define which hardware specs such as processor, RAM, and camera matter the most for different types of users. Second, user interaction. The system prompts users to input preference for brand, usage, budget, and specific hardware requirements like storage and battery capacity. Third, rule-based reasoning. Numerical inputs are first converted into symbolic facts, after which a weighted scoring algorithm is applied to evaluate performance, cost, and hardware compatible simultaneously. Last, output generation. Based on the processed information, the system recommends smartphones that best meet the user's criteria, include a detailed summary of selected smartphones, brand, model, price, and technical specification. Tree graph. If the user provides a valid input, the system moves on to ask about the intended usage such as photography, gaming, or daily use. Similarly, if the user's input is valid, the system then proceeds to ask for the user's budget range. At each stage, the system validates the input to ensure it's within the acceptable options.
Hi, my name is LIEW. Now I'm going to proceed for the result and discussion part. So based on all the user preference, which the input like the brand, usage, budget, RAM, storage, processor, battery, and the camera, the system will output the recommendation of the smartphone based on all the user preference. So this is our output, and later on I will show on the demo part. Okay, then this system successfully recommended smartphone based on the user preference as shown by the test case just now where the iPhone 17 Pro was selected for photography focused user. The recommendation reflects strong alignment with the user, brand preference, usage requirement, and key hardware specifications, demonstrating the system ability to generate accurate and relevant results. So of the system logic. First, the process. It employs forward chaining and a weighted scoring mechanism. Secondly, selection. It evaluates all model and use conflict solution to pick the highest score between all the models of the smartphone. And it ensures the recommendations are objective, logical, and justified by predefined rules. Okay, in conclusion, this project demonstrates how rule-based expert system can simplify the consumer electronic market. By translating technical specs into personalized recommendations, the system empowers users to make informed decisions. It serves as a proven foundation for future AI enhancement, including adaptive learning and expanded technical capabilities. So, thank you all. Thank you, madam, for listening to our presentation. And our group is group 23. So, hi, let me start to demo for our system. So, first of all, the system will ask the user for the preferred brand. Then, for this example, I'll choose Apple. Okay, so our system also enable a error handling part, which the user cannot enter any choice out of the choice, like 4. Okay, so it cannot choose 4 because it's invalid input, or even I use D and also cannot. So for this example, I choose photography, and budget range I choose for above 4,500, and the RAM size I choose high, then 256 gig of the storage capacity, and premium high-end processor performance, and then low battery and basic camera quality. Okay, so after the user fill in all the preference of the input, the system will recommend the user the best match smartphone, like Apple of an iPhone 17 Pro. Based on all the user preference, the system use a rule-based engine to translate the user preference into a final recommendation through a weighted scoring mechanism. The calculate best fit rule assign priority point for the budget, like 100 point, usage each is 50 point, and a technical specification 10 point each to every model in the database. So finally, the recommend winner rule applies conflict resolution valid salient to identify and display the highest scoring device as the mathematically justified best match, like this. So thank you.